This is the Vegas story. So a couple months ago, I took a trip to Las Vegas. It was early June in 2019. We took this trip to Vegas, and it was my first time being there. It was just like a family trip. Now, they've all been there before. It was my first time ever going. So it was pretty interesting. So when I first got there, I realized pretty quick, like, it's a really strange place. When we finally landed and finally got back to the hotel, like, I was just miserable. I was tired, and I just kind of wanted to go to bed. When we first got to the airport, it was about 4:37 in the morning. I'm typically a morning person, but like getting up at like, you know, because we had to be up an hour before that. So, you know, being up at 3:30 in the morning is like, that's kind of tough for me, you know. Like I'm used to getting up early, but not that early. I was just not in a good mood at all when we first got there, just because all the traveling. I was just tired. Plus, when we got there, it was check-in wasn't until like, I think it was like 3 or 4 o'clock or something like that. But we were able to at least drop the bags off, but we couldn't go to the rooms. We just had to go walk around or do whatever. And the last thing I wanted to do at that point was just go walk around. Like, I just wanted to lay down. I was exhausted. The place that we stayed in, I stayed at the Palazzo. It was a really nice place and everything. We stayed, I think it was the 41st floor. So yeah, we were pretty high up. The view was incredible. The main thing I noticed, it was really weird. Like, you'd go up to the hotel room and it was just like, it's silent up there and there's nothing going on, and it's like, it's really peaceful. But then as soon as you come out of your room and you go down to like the casino floor and like outside on the strip and everything, it's just chaos. There's so much going on all at once, and there's so many things like everywhere. So it's a lot to handle. That was one of the weirdest things about it too. Or definitely one of the strangest things is like how much walking you do, specifically like in the hotels. Like, I remember we went to Caesars a lot, and it felt like we were just walking for miles in Caesars. Like, realistically, you don't even have to leave your hotel. If you stay, if you stay in the Venetian or the Palazzo or Caesars even, like, you don't have to leave the hotel. There's so much inside these hotels. It's actually ridiculous. It's hard to understand, like, when you're walking through, you forget that you're still in the same building. It's really weird. The one thing that I was able to appreciate about Vegas, like, I don't gamble. I didn't do any gambling. I didn't really drink too much there either. But the one thing that I really liked is just, like, the elegance of everything. Because literally everything, at least where I was anyway, it's all like so nice. Like, everything is like top designer brands everywhere. Yeah, it's just the extravagance of it all. That's just something I really enjoyed about being there, is just like the elegance of everything and just how nice everything was. Like, I don't even think I saw dirt in the roads or anything. Like, it's that clean. Yeah, that's the one thing that I definitely appreciated there, was just like how nice everything was. So as soon as I got out there, I realized how hot it was in the desert. I guess I kind of underestimated that a little bit. But it's weird because if you're at the pool at the hotel, it doesn't seem that bad. Like, obviously it's pretty warm out, but it doesn't seem like it's that bad. As soon as you leave and you walk out on the strip, it feels like the temperature's gone up like 20 degrees. And I mean, it makes sense because, you know, you're right next to the road and the sun's hitting the blacktop and all the cars are going by and everything. So I guess it makes sense, but like, it is a significant difference. Like, from the pool area to the strip itself, you could definitely feel the difference in the temperature. In the room that we were staying in, like I said, we were pretty high up. Like, anytime we were in the room, like, I was just staring out the window just because there was just so much to see, and it was just such an amazing view. Yeah, so even at night, like, I was sleeping on the couch, so, and I was facing the window, so every single night I would just go to sleep, and like, I would just get to see like just all the lights from Vegas, and like, it was so cool to like fall asleep just looking at that. So I didn't really get a whole bunch of footage from the room that we stayed in, but I did get a little bit of it, so I really didn't record too much of the room. I mean, it was a pretty good sized room. It was really nice too, but yeah, I really didn't get too much footage of that. The one thing that I really wanted to do while I was there, I wanted to visit the Stratosphere, because I heard they have a bar at the top of it. That's just one thing that I really like. I'm all about like a good view. You know, this was apparently one of the best views in Vegas. So yeah, this is one of the views that we got from that bar. Like, when you're in that bar, I'm pretty sure it says that you're 921 feet up. So yeah, you get a pretty good view while you're up there. One of the main reasons why I wanted to go there so bad is like, yeah, the view would have been good, and like, you know, I'm all about that and like the bar and everything. But like, I used to play this game, Fallout New Vegas, and if you've played that game, you already know what I mean. So yeah, there's just one of the towers in that game is actually based off the Stratosphere, so I thought it'd be cool to actually visit it. That's one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to go there specifically. If you're gonna go there, I do recommend going when it's a little bit colder out, because like I said, I went in early June, so it was really hot there. I think the hottest it got there was like 101 degrees. Now, I'm used to drinking a lot of water. I usually drink like about a half gallon to a gallon of water every single day. But out there, I couldn't keep up. You couldn't drink enough water out there to stay hydrated because it's just that hot all the time. So that was one thing that I was really thrown off by. I think that the best area to go if you're going to be walking around, I think that the best area to go is between the Palazzo and the Bellagio. This is just in my experience, just because where I was staying. I don't really think that, like, I didn't really like walking past the Bellagio just because it was such a long walk back, and you know, by the time you walk all the way down there, it's just, I feel like it gets a lot more crowded. Like, once you start getting down near Paris and Aria and like all those other places, I feel like it just gets so much more crowded, and it's such a long walk back that by the time you even get down there, you're exhausted. So I mean, unless you're going to be taking a cab back or something, I think most of our time was mainly spent in Caesars, honestly, because there's just, I mean, you can get lost in there. There is so much to that place. It's pretty ridiculous, actually. Overall, it was a pretty fun trip. Yeah, so I think we were there for about a week, and like by the second or third day, like that's when I kind of started to get a little bit used to it. So, and that's when I really started to enjoy it. Yeah, and then by the time we came back, I think we flew into Philadelphia, and I got off the plane, and it was like 56 degrees outside. And that's like kind of when reality hit again, and I was like, oh no. It was definitely tough, like coming back to PA, especially like after just like such nice weather constantly, because there's not even a cloud in the sky out there. It was just every single day, it was just consistently like so nice out. Yeah, it has its ups and downs, but like for the most part, like I enjoy really nice weather like that. So, you know, once I got a little bit used to it, like I was fine. But yeah, that's the Vegas story.